What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. Today, I finally got my hands on a Shadow Mightyena for Great League. I don't know why, but I just didn't have one of these Pokemon here before this current Team Rocket event, so I'm really happy that it has come back. I'm going to use this team here today using Shadow Mightyena and Corviknight as one of the best duos that I really could come up with it. I feel like it's a very good duo because Corviknight beats the fairies, the fighters, and the bugs that Mightyena really doesn't want to see, and Gourgeist as well is such a fun Pokemon to pair with it, so I'm excited to see what this team can do. Really quickly, before we get into the battles, I want to say if you're not currently subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. It helps out quite a bit, and I'd really appreciate it. But let's get into the battles and see what this team can do. Shadow Mightyena as our lead into Shadow Quagsire. That is weird, actually. I have two better Pokemon against this in the backline, but it's not like this is a bad matchup for me, right? My Sucker Punches just shred their HP so quickly. And it looks like we CMP here. I go for the Crunch. Maybe I'm not a good Mightyena user. Maybe I should have gone for the Poison Fang. But this is fine, because we'll get a shield anyway. Okay, yeah, we get the shield and a debuff, so I guess we just wasted one Sucker Punch of energy, basically. That's fine. So they're at 2 right now, 2 away from an Aqua Tail. Okay, they actually come in with a Charge Bug here. Interesting. So they're pretty weak to Gourgeist so far, which I was a little bit worried when I saw the Quagsire lead that maybe they were going to have some answers to this in the back, but not quite. With that said, I can only go for 1 Incinerate before I go for my Shadow Ball here, because if I do 2, they get their X's off after the 2 Volt Switches they'd get, so it makes it a little bit awkward, but honestly, getting rid of a Charge Bug is not bad. Okay, they do just sacrifice that completely. We're only 2 Incinerates away here from a Shadow Ball or a Seed Bomb. I'd be surprised if Quagsire came in, but I guess it could. Wow, it actually does. I mean, I should just get a knockout here with a Seed Bomb. I'm so curious what's in the back here at this point. I think Corviknight plus Mightyena is good enough against most things in the game. Like, we should be fine, right? They have to go for a Stone Edge here to knock us out as well. I think the play is no-shield this. And then I just come back in Mightyena, shield once farm down. Or if they do that, I mean, that's fine too. I'm going to Shadow Ball just in case they catch. Okay, well, they actually throw energy here. Yeah, that's fine by me. That's fine by me. I'll be interested to see the third. Mightyena should be pretty good against a lot of things. Okay, well, they have a move here. So, like, what's the worst-case scenario in the backline right now? I don't even know. I feel like the core here of Corviknight plus Mightyena is too good. Okay, well, it's apparently an Alolan Sandslash, which does not want to take a crunch here. And we still have a full HP Corviknight, so we should be very fine. They don't CMP us, so they have 6 Powder Snows of energy. We'll just swap to show them that the game is basically over. Nice, okay, that's a good showcase, I guess, in the first game here. Mightyena put in some work, but really Gourgeist was just insane against that team. Dunebug, oh no. Okay, what's he running nowadays? Mightyena into Florges, okay. I don't like that. We'll swap into Gourgeist and hope he doesn't have a hard counter to us here. We know that Gourgeist has a lot of play, even in bad matchups here. And unless he's on Moonblast, or I guess maybe Disarming Voice, he doesn't have a lot of charge attack pressure into us here. He's at 5 right now, so dry after this. Just a Chilling Water, okay. Maybe he's a little bit soft here. My Gourgeist. We'll just go for the Shadow Ball, because I want to get either a shield or heavy damage against this Pokemon. Seems like he might be a little bit scared here, though, of my Gourgeist. 4, 5, okay. I mean, once this is out of the way, I would imagine I have a lot more play this game with my Mightyena. I'll Seed Bomb here. I don't know if I could quite Incinerate down. I'm not going to risk it. So we'll just throw the move anyway. And we'll see what comes in. Honestly, I think I'm just going to swap out here. I think he's going to... Okay, I guess Marowak's fine. I don't know what's in the back, though. So that'll be kind of make or break here at this point. I just didn't want to be double debuffed on Gourgeist, and I feel like that's not a bad play. We'll just go for the full send here. I want a shield or a knockout if I can get it. I wouldn't be surprised to see a no-shield at this point, saying he knows my Gourgeist is still around, but no, we do see a shield. Defense drop. Okay, who needs Poison Fang, guys? Okay, he does get a full farm down there, which I don't love. I'll come in Gourgeist, because 1 Incinerate. Oh, we see the final Pokemon here. It's a Charge-a-Bug. 3. This is going to be an awkward game, because he has a lot of energy on that Marowak. You get a shield there, I guess. but that Incinerate... he gets DRE on the Incinerate? You've got to be joking me! That DRE is massive for him! No! Now I have to shield this up! Now I probably lose this game thanks to DRE. Because now, I don't think there's really an easy way here for me to knock out this Charge-a-Bug without shielding that attack there. Oh, that is tragic. I need to get this payback off here quickly before the next move is reached, which I can, but that Marowak has a decent amount of energy left over on it. He might just get to 2 Rock Slides here this game, or really just a Rock Slide and a Bone Club is all he needs. That does knock out. Oh, we farmed down? He didn't have back-to-back moves. Let's go. Okay. Dude, the DRE nearly costing us there, but I guess he was triple weak to Gourgeist. Let's go. Alright, next game here. Mightyena into Shadow Gyarados. Okay, I would imagine this has got to be pretty good for my Mightyena. Gyarados doesn't do as much fast move pressure as it used to do with Dragon Breath and Sucker Punch, as you can tell. Very, very powerful move. And my backline is... Oh, whoa, okay. I was going to say my backline's not the best into that Pokemon. But they actually catch a Poison Fang on Cradily, which is fine, I guess. I get a debuff here, and I get a lot of fast move pressure. I can just swap here. Likely just a Rock Tomb coming through, but I might as well save the energy on my Mightyena and see what they want to do here. Likely just throw the 2 Rock Tombs and then sacrifice Cradily, because I think I need to go for a full payback here to knock them out from this range. 6, so they have to move now. Yeah. Gyarados does have, like 11 Dragon Breaths on it, because they got a Sneak here, so they swapped after 11. Smart play by them, I will say. Okay. I mean, I'm fine with that. I can just shield this up. It's not like I can't just payback here. And I have a Poison Fang in the back line. I feel like keeping my Corviknight around is going to be helpful this game. Even a -2 Corviknight, if this gets no-shielded, they're just going to be in farm down range, or maybe it still knocks out. Yeah, okay. Wow. Well, what do they bring in here? Probably not the Cradily, but maybe, I guess. They have cleared their defense drop, which means now... Okay. Well, that's pretty good for our Gourgeist, I will say. I hardwall this thing. I just build up all the energy I can here, force him to throw moves. We get a full Incinerate through. Yeah, that is, that's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. Water Pulse. Okay, so now we know they're not on Earth Power or anything crazy. They could try to catch this if they really want to, but, I mean, Cradily has a lot of energy left over as well, and I'm pretty close to a crunch on my Mightyena, so I am very fine letting this happen. Cradily, honestly, would have been a little bit annoying this game. Now it's just solely on this Gastrodon to try to win this for our opponent, and I don't think that's really going to be all that possible here. We're back-to-back Seed Bomb. I'd love to be able to swap out now, actually, if I could. Can't really. So we'll just go for the next Seed Bomb here. I think I can switch now, go for the Crunch with my Mightyena, and while that's not super effective here, if we land the move, it should put them into a fast move farm down range. Because our Corviknight's still around, our Gourgeist's still around, and they have to throw 2 charge attacks to knock out my Mightyena, because I could just shield and get more Sucker Punch damage. That does so much, actually. Nice, let's go. Let's go. Alright, next game. We're already doing pretty well today. I think 3 wins so far. And Altaria, okay. I'm actually pretty interested to see how this lead plays out, because my backline is cripplingly weak to Fire-type damage, and Altaria is basically a Fire-type, right? I could go for a Crunch here, but I feel like they're always going to go... Well, I don't know if they're always going to shield or not, but I feel like double Poison Fang is going to be the play, just because I know I guarantee to outpace them. Wow, nice catch, I guess. Well, I shouldn't have done that. But honestly, maybe this is fine. Maybe they think this is a Crunch. Oh my goodness, that's a regular Empoleon, or Shadow Empoleon rather, and they no-shield? Oh, man. I don't really know what I want to do here. I'm just gonna Sucker Punch through this. I don't think I've played this game super optimally so far, but you sometimes don't need to play games optimally. Sometimes you just need to fast move through your opponents. Likely Altaria comes back in here. I'm fine if it does, though. Corviknight can do a decent job. What's the Pokemon coming in? Oh, boy. Basti in the back. Somehow, I don't think this is as playable as I'd like it to be. But I should survive a Flamethrower here. And I have back-to-back Shadow Balls. I have to throw in bad timing, sure, but... I mean, maybe we still have play. We'll see when they start shielding. They're at 9, so 2. 3. I don't love what I'm about to do, but I think I'm going to throw back-to-back here and just give another Smackdown sneak. Because I don't want the Altaria to come in and potentially Dragon Breath this down or something. They're at 4. I mean, Shadow Ball is going to hurt quite a bit. Honestly, it's probably my highest damaging charge attack against this Basti. Oh, they're just sacrificing it. 6. I don't know what to do here. I could attempt to catch, but I don't know how much that helps us, honestly. Oh man, I think they got us here, unfortunately. I'm gonna be in flamethrower range now. Ah. This team is so awkward. Why? Oh yeah, Altaria is not even like close to payback range. That was well played for a Basti user. That was well played, I suppose. We gotta win this one. That was an embarrassing loss a second ago. I feel like we could have had a chance at least that game. This is weird. I have my Gourgeist, which is so good into this Pokemon, but I mean, Mightyena here isn't terrible, but it's also a little bit awkward. I can't Poison Fang unless I am fine, not... If they no-shield, it doesn't do any damage. But we'll see. Crunch, does it land? It does, and we get a defense drop. Dude, what are the odds on Crunch? I swear, isn't it like... Is it 20% now? Either way, still, we're getting a lot more today than I would have thought we would have. We're at 7, so 2. I don't have a great answer to this, so... I'm gonna just stay in here. And at this point, I have my Gourgeist for that other guy. For the Stunfisk. I am a little bit concerned about a second flyer in the back. Is that crazy to think about? I think a second flyer is pretty likely at this point. Likely a Fearow. Okay, we get a shield. Eight. Alright, this is scary. Because 2 Aura Spheres do quite a bit of damage. And if it is what I think it is in the back, then I am in quite a bit of trouble. 9. So they're 1 away from their next move here. Okay, they have to move now. I'm going to shield this up. I think I need to keep my Corviknight around. If I can, I want to swap out at some point this game. And come in Gourgeist. I can do 10 sand attacks and swap. But we'll just catch the move and sneak and Incinerate just to, like, get the maximum out of this that we can. If we get 3 Incinerates here, I'm going to be so happy. But they should be on their 4th cycle, so they get a second move off here, I believe. Yeah. Okay, we do get the next move off, which is good. And we have our Corviknight with a lot of energy. We have Mightyena still around this game. It's playable, but man, this is going to be so uncomfortable. Especially if there's a Fearow that comes in now. It's a Togekiss, though. The Togekiss just comes back in. And I mean, they can go for Aura Sphere here if they want to. Or Psyshock, rather, is probably the more efficient play. Shield that? Wow. They should be at 1 right now, right? Not Aerialist, right? No, just Psyshock. Okay. Let's swap. I have a lot of energy here, but I need my Corviknight to put in so much work right now. A boost would be massive if there is a Corviknight, or a Fearow, rather, in the back line. I boosted. It's not what I said it could potentially be. It's actually a secret third option. It's a Gourgeist. Hold on. Okay, I think I win. In fact, I don't see a way I lose this game, actually, because even if I don't get this move off, I get either an Incinerate through him or a Sucker Punch. Let's go. Wait, I thought it was for sure going to be a Fearow in the back here. Let's go. 3-ball flex, double attack boost, because why not there? All right, I think is that a 4-1 set to start? Not a bad way to start out using Shadow Mightyena. It does feel like, I'm not going to say like a really flexible Pokemon, but it feels like it's a pick that can give you play into a lot of things just by using your shields on it, which it's, it's like Shadow Annihilate like that, right? So let's keep it going. All right, next game. Mightyena into Togekiss. Okay, well, I don't like that. This is bad. But we have Poison Fang here. Sucker Punch is not a terrible move, right? So, honestly, there's a chance here that the 2-shield matchup is not that bad for us, which is weird to say. It's only single resisted Sucker Punches. So we'll see what we can do. They're at 5, so they instantly throw the Aura Sphere. We go for the Poison Fang because we're a D-Gen Shadow Mightyena user. They're at 1, 4 away from the next Aura Sphere, which definitely would one-shot us. Okay. This might be a crazy play. Like, this might be so stupid. It's not even funny. But I feel like there's a chance here this is not a terrible play. Because they're debuffed, right? Aura Sphere's not going to do a lot of damage to us. And they... What? Well, this is looking like a good play. This is looking like a very good play. You get a shield on the first Seed Bomb? Okay, well, we just shield this up. We should be fine. We should be very fine right now, I think. We shield the Stone Edge, so yeah, we're in a really good spot where they can't even, like, attempt to get another move off here. Wow. Alright, I don't even know what to say about this. I would expect that to mean there's another ground type in the back, right? Almost certainly. I want to save my Gourgeist if possible here. I think we just swap Mightyena. There's no reason not to. Because Togekiss comes in. Unless Togekiss doesn't come in. They caught, but that's totally fine. Because, I mean, I'm just going to debuff the final Pokemon no matter what it is. And apparently it's Torterra? So our Corviknight's just really good here anyway. I mean, that debuff is so bad for them to deal with as well. Dude, that damage is ridiculous. Let's just come back in Gourgeist. I don't think they get a Stone Edge here. Actually, well, okay, they survive technically enough to get it, but it doesn't matter. Does Stone Edge even knock us out? It might not. It's a non-Shadow Torterra. Yeah, so we do survive that. And that actually allows us here to reach a Seed Bomb, which, well, this doesn't knock out. It does round out the Corviknight into Togekiss matchup, where I'm pretty sure now there's no way that we can't just air cutter them and knock them out. Oh, yeah, for sure. And not only that, but we can keep our poor little pumpkin alive. We don't have to let it go down to the Peck user. We can swap out here. Even on Flamethrower, they don't have enough energy to win this game. That was an insane team comp. I'm so glad that my Gourgeist was able to pop off in the back here. Because, man, it was looking kind of dicey. That's a really bad lead matchup for us, but catching that Aura Sphere, and the fact that Sucker Punch does so much damage for some reason to Togekiss, that's just crazy. Alright, next game. Mightyena into Sandslash. Okay. This is one of those weird matchups where I really want a Poison Fang to 2-shield through them, but it's also like if I do that and they no-shield, then I have to go down 2 shields for nothing. So this will be weird. And it's also like, man, maybe my backline would be better here. Because I have ground type and fire type damage on my backline. You know, what am I talking about? It doesn't matter. We just go for the debuff on the crunch. Like, that's just what we always get. We'll do this stupid play, because I want to guarantee the 2-shield matchup. I was saying I wasn't going to, like, just RPS people today, but I guess that's what my game plan is. We do get the shield with the Poison Fang. See? Never punish. I wouldn't be surprised to see, like, a Jealous into the backline, maybe a Feraligatr. Water types are almost always paired with a Alolan Sandslash, so we'll see. Crazy. Maybe I should have gone Crunch this time to guarantee a lot of damage here. But I think this is still a fine play. Because I can still outpace to the next Air Cutter. And I have my Mightyena still around as well. They're at 4, so 1 away from their next potential, what's it called, Hydro Cannon. So I can do 1, throw, and either knock them out here, or get their last shield. I think I'd prefer the final shield, but I would be surprised to see it. Likely they just come in with that Jellicent now. I'd be surprised to see Sandslash come in here. We get a boost, which is actually pretty nice. Yeah, there's a Jelly. Alright, they're going for a pretty smart play here, actually. Where they're just going to try to get as much energy as possible. Nice no-shield by them. But I'm at +2 at this point, so this is going to be kind of hard for them to deal with, I think. We finally get their final shield. They're at 7, so back-to-back Surfs potentially right now. But they're in range here, where I think a Seed Bomb would be enough to knock them out. So they're at 3. 4. 5. Alright. This should be fine, I think. I hope. because we survived this, so we get a Seed Bomb off, no matter what. But we know they're going to try to go for a crazy play there. But we farm him down. We have a Seed Bomb. We have a Crunch. Let's go. Okay. Yeah, this team's kind of fun. This team's actually really fun. We actually called the exact team too, right? We said for Alligator and Jellison could very much be in the back. That team is so weak to Mightyena, it's not even funny. But Gourgeist did kind of struggle to find play there. Next game. Let's see what they're going to have. Mightyena into Gourgeist. Beautiful lead, actually. Oh my goodness. One of the best leads I could really imagine seeing here. My Sucker Punches would shred if they stay in, but obviously they do swap out here. The thing is, I'm not even that weak to the Gourgeist. So I'm in a pretty good spot here, where I can potentially dance around this. They're at 9, so they're at the Hydro Cannon here after one more fast move. No debuff. But I mean, I don't really see much of a reason not to just shield and farm down. Mightyena here is a beast, and they're not going to get a third Hydro Cannon off. And we'll have a lot of energy here for the backline, potentially. Gourgeist could be a little bit tricky for our backline here, potentially depending on what they have. And they come in with this thing, which, I'm going to be honest, is maybe one of the worst things I could see. But we do bait out the Gourgeist again, which could be playable, but no, honestly, it's a loss. It's a loss. Why do they have a Mandibuzz? Oh my goodness, our team's like triple weak to that. We get a shield there, which is kind of crazy. I should have maybe come in... I don't even know what I should have done, honestly, this game. I'm in such a bad position. It's not funny. Stop laughing, it's not funny. My Gourgeist is so bad into the guy. I could have gone there for an Air Cutter, but I think a Crunch knocks out anyway. So, we'll see. I was hoping to, I don't know, reach a payback. I don't know what we do. We just lose, that's what. Oh, okay, that doesn't knock out. It doesn't really matter, I'm gonna be real. I think my only chance of winning this game was, like, if I somehow got the payback off, which I knew I wasn't going to. But, like, it's a Mandibuzz. I have a Gourgeist. That is actually really annoying. I needed my Mightyena for all 3 Pokemon, but even Mandibuzz, like, I just don't have an answer to that, so they got us good. Alright, next game. Mightyena. Gorgeous. Okay. We did see one of these leads earlier today, and we were able to kind of play around it here with our Gourgeist safe swap, because they were so soft for some reason to Gourgeist. 7. I mean, dude, if they go for a Moonblast, that's fine. That's all of their energy down the drain. And if they don't, then I don't want to shield. I mean, Disarming Voice is fine as well. No, I'm not debuffed. Okay, I waited there a little bit too long. I gave him a full sneak that I shouldn't have, but I didn't want to let a catch happen, but obviously I could have, saying I let that move through him. I mean, they could go for a Chilling Water here, right? But they don't. Okay. That's fine. We get rid of a lot of this Pokemon's HP here, and I can bring in my Corviknight, which should be able to generally sponge what this Pokemon can do. A little bit of a sloppy game by me so far, though, I won't lie. They're at a Chilling Water here. I'm worried that they stayed in with that Gorgeous. That means my Gourgeist probably had a lot of play in the backline, and I just sacrificed it. But it also means that my Mightyena might just be out of luck against whatever might be in the back. I have no idea what it could be. They've seen all 3 of my Pokemon. I've only seen 1 of theirs, but I can use this one Pokemon as a way to set up, and that could be good. I think I can swap now into my Mightyena, go for a full Sucker Punch down here, and as long as they don't have a hard answer to us, there is still play. Yeah, these Sucker Punches do so much. That's so bad. I guess I should have crunched here. The Annihilate in the backline is not what I wanted to see at all. I probably shouldn't have Poison Fanged. Okay, actually, maybe I should have, because they do shield that. 7. I mean, I have to shield the Rage Fist, obviously. Maybe the final Pokemon's actually be to Corviknight, though. But I would expect it to be, like, their own Corviknight. I feel like that is almost always what we're going to see. I want this Pokemon gone. They're boosted. My only chance is... like, if I boost here and there's a Ghost in the back, I could see maybe some play. But I need to keep HP here just to, like, give myself an opportunity. No boost. Oh, man. My Gourgeist was so good into this team. My Gourgeist was so strong into that. Honestly, my poor Mightyena was not, though. That's kind of tragic. SJ. Oh my goodness. What's he running nowadays? Malamar. Okay, actually, I'm pretty fine with that. I do resist Sidewaves, although Superpower here would hurt quite a bit, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him stay in. If I can speak English one, that'd be great. Yeah, he's staying in here. Makes a lot of sense. Likely a Superpower in dip, but maybe if he's weak to my Mightyena here, he might just foul play bait. Okay, he's at 1. 3. I want to guarantee a shield or put them into potentially air cutter range here this game. Okay. We attempt to catch, doesn't quite work, but I mean, this is still so fine for us, I think. Our Mightyena has a decent amount of energy on it. I don't know what his final Pokemon's going to be, but it's not like Licky Licky's even in that good of a spot here against Corviknight. I could have air cuttered before this move to snipe him down here, but I think I want energy on my Corviknight just so I can stall out things a little bit longer here this game. Honestly, I think I've fought SJ a few times in the past. I wouldn't be surprised here if he has a Corviknight of his own as his third Pokemon. I would not be surprised to see that. Likely, if he does have it, he brings it in here. You get a boost, that's kind of cool. Although, we'll see what he has in the backline. Okay, he catches a move here on his Corviknight. Maybe thinking I was going to go for an air cutter bait. But I mean, I'm fine just landing a full-on attack there. I should be able to incinerate all the way down before he gets to 2 attacks, right? I hope. If he goes for a payback, then we'll see. Air cutter, interesting. I think we're fine here, though. Like, I think we're fine. I think we're fine. We'll see, but I think we're fine. He might get a payback. No, just an air cutter. That's huge, actually. Now I guarantee the win. Now I get 2 Shadow Balls into a crunch, and that should be it. Let's go. Okay. Kind of remembered the team that time. Luckily, I think he tried to catch an air cutter that game. If he would have shielded the payback, then it might have been a little bit scarier for him. But I was able to dance around that still pretty well with Mightyena there. It would have been a tricky end game, I think, for him either way. But a 3-2 nonetheless gets us up here 29-62. Okay, not a bad showcase here for Mightyena. I'm so glad I finally got access to this Pokemon. I know it can be a little bit annoying to fight against sometimes, but because it is so powerful at just 2 shielding, getting that fast move pressure, and I mean, Dark right now is such a good offensive type into all the ghosts we're seeing, Mightyena is actually a pretty good pick here in GBL. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.